Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're shooting a body oil commercial, and I actually did two commercials, one with the mango flavor and one with the pineapple. And let's start the video with rolling both commercials right now. So as I said in the intro, there was 2 cents for different body oils, so I did 2 videos for the client, one with the mango flavor and one with the pineapple. And in this video, I'm just gonna break down all the shots I did, because in the mango video, there's also some shots of the pineapple, and I just wanna break down all the shots I did for the 2 videos. And let's start with the first one. Also, I gotta say that for this commercial, a lot of the stuff is done in post-production, but let's start with the shooting process first and then the post-production later. So the first shot of the commercial is the pineapple on the Lazy Susan rotating around in front of the blue screen. And I have this nice setup in the back where I have my backgrounds all stacked behind each other. So if I pull up that orange backdrop, there's like the blue screen in the back. And I just had it spinning around on this carton box here. And I put the Lazy Susan on top and just let it spin, so I can animate it and remove the blue screen in post, and then just let it spin towards the frame. And then I had the idea that it just opens up and the body lotion is coming out of the pineapple. And what I had to do for that is I just put the pineapple on here, and then I just put a fishing line, like a thin, where is it? I don't have it here. But I put the fishing line on top of the pineapple, like the top part, and then I just tried to pull it off, but it kind of is so sticky, like it stick towards the bottom part, the top part, because it's like, yeah, I know it's wet and stuff, so it sticks. So I just had to pull it on and then just quickly remove it, because when it's on too long, it just, you can't pull it off. And like, actually the fishing line broke when I pulled it off. And yeah, so I just hooked it up and tried it a few times and pulled off the top part. And this kind of transitions well in post, where the body oil is just spinning, a spinning shot of the body oil on the Lazy Susan again, just with some water, because I wanted to add a stock footage in the back, which I saw from another video. I think it was from Daniel Schiffer, where he had like an explosion of liquid in the back. And I just wanted to highlight body oil like splashing all over. And I think it looks really cool, that transition. And yeah, this is kind of like in the first few seconds, you would just want to see like something happening. And I think I accomplished with that shot. And for lighting, I just lit the background with the new Mixpad 2 from Nanlite. Just a really nice light you can get soft light out of. So if you're doing product videography and you don't have a lot of time, I really recommend light panels, and the Mixpad 2 is a really good option for this, because it has also built-in effects and stuff like that. And yeah, there's just a lot of different shots combined in that commercial. So in this commercial, there's a lot of work in post-production with animation and keying and masking, but there's also like stock footage involved, which I got from Storyblocks. It's a cool website where I get like royalty-free stock footage from. And all of that just came together in one shot. I think there was like 3 or 4 different shots involved in the first kind of scene. And it just came together really nicely, and I really like that opening shot. So for the next shot, I actually sliced up the pineapple and just put it on a Lazy Susan again. And I raised it up. I put a glass on the Lazy Susan that is a little bit higher and it's easier to mask out. And I just sliced it up all the way, because I wanted to show like a kind of expanding pineapple that also goes with like the flavor, and just like show that pineapple oil is inside that body oil. So I just wanted to show it off. So what the idea behind it was, the pineapple is kind of expanding, and then you see the body oil in the back, and then it just goes together, and then the little explosion happens again. So how I did that shot was I just rigged up the pineapple on the Lazy Susan, let it spin like all the parts, and then just keyed it in post. I edited it together that it expands like with the positioning with keyframes. A little tricky to pull off, and then when it comes together again, I just had that same effect I had in the beginning, like the splash. And then I actually had the transition where a pineapple was rotating like this, and I also, again, I put it on the Lazy Susan, and I actually rigged it up on a little foam board where I put a needle through, and I just like stuck the pineapple on there and just let it rotate. It's easier to mask out. So I think that's a cool transition where the pineapple piece like just kind of takes away body oil and then cuts to the text. A really nice transition, but really easy to pull off. And in the last shot, I used the Slipod E here from Moza, and it's basically this monopod which you can extend electronically. And I wanted to kind of a little trick shot where I put a hole into the pineapple, and I just wanted to erase the body oil out of it, and I think this would be the perfect tool to do that. And I just put it on that box here, and I just cut a little hole here on top and let the pineapple sit on top, and then I just put that Slipod E underneath here, and then just let it raise up and do its magic. And it was kind of a little tricky because to get everything aligned, to get the hole big enough and to let the body oil kind of raise up through the hole. But once I did, it was just a really cool thing. And this could be a really good tool for product videos because you can do a lot of different stuff with it. Obviously you can mount the camera on here, but yeah, you can definitely use it to raise up products as well. So you can let your creativity go, and this is a really cool tool to have when you're doing product videos. To make the shot look more interesting and better, I masked in some palm tree leaves that I got from Storyblocks as well. It's just a good way to further improve the shot and make it look more interesting. And I just wanted to say, what you can't see in the video really is that a lot of effort goes into like planning out all the shots and making the ideas come true that you have in your head. And I actually tried to pull off the pineapple quite a few times. This is a lot of try and error, so this also takes a lot of time, but if the result is good, you're really satisfied with it. So for the first shot in the mango video, I actually let the mango rotate on the Lazy Susan, and I wanted to make it stand up, so I just used a tiny metal stick to hold it in place and let it rotate for a bit. And then I actually had the body oil actually on the Lazy Susan as well, with some water sprayed on it, and let it rotate as well. And combined in post, I just duplicated all the mangoes in different positions, rotations, and make them smaller and bigger, and then just make them come out behind the rotating bottle in the front. And this just looks like a lot of mangoes coming out of the bottle, and it just like right in the beginning you can see the flavor and what it's about. And yeah, this is just a really good way to open the video. And then this was probably the most tricky shot of the commercial, is when I poured out the oil and make it appear that the mango pieces are falling onto my hand. And this sequence actually consists of 4 shots. The first one was just the bottle spinning on the Lazy Susan, and then I just animated it in post so that it flips over and rotates. And then behind the rotation, I just filmed where I was pouring out the body oil, but I just masked in the bit where the oil comes out of the bottle. And then I had a shot where I was following the oil down. So I actually had the camera handheld and followed the oil, the dropping body oil down. And then this just cut to me having the mango, the hand just laid out, and then just having some frozen mangoes drop on top. And then I just added a little bit of movement with the body oil coming down again. And then just it's a matter of like movement that you can get the cut right, because if there's no movement, it doesn't look good. So you want to have movement in the shots where you get that seamless cut, and then just speed it up a little bit. So I sped up the drop falling, and then I just raised up, like with masking again, the hand from the bottom, and I just put a feather around when the mangoes fall into my hand so it doesn't come out of nowhere. Yeah, this was a tricky shot. It took me a long time to pull it off, but actually I think I'm pretty happy with the result. And so I actually dropped the mangoes in front of the blue screen on my hand so I could mask it out. If I wouldn't done that, you could see the change of background and it wouldn't look good. So I just removed the background, and I could easily let the hand appear from the bottom so the background doesn't change. This was a hard shot, to be honest, but in the end I'm pretty happy with the result. And I also used the Lava 24mm probe lens to kind of get through a plant, and I just rigged up the body oil on the Slipod E from Mozart again, just make it appear in the middle of the plant, and then just pushing in through the leaves and just focusing on the label and mix it up a little bit as well. So that is it. Thanks so much for sticking around until the end of the video. I hope you learned something today. A free and easy way to support the channel is hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed, you might consider doing so. I'd really appreciate it. If you have questions, shoot me a message on Instagram at sebpicmedia, and I will see you in the next video.